I have one more slide I want to cover, but we're going to open it up to questions. So there's mics in front here. If you want to ask questions, please come up, and we'll love you guys to try to stump these guys. Let's go to the last slide with the companies. So, one of the things interesting, this is an observation from my standpoint. If you look at New York, there are a couple really great companies. Like DoubleClick is still around, iVillage is still around, About is still around, and they're enduring businesses. But I think you guys travel a very different path to where you are. I think DoubleClick was in a great market, great team, and it was just sort of like rolling the ball down the hill, and it just caught momentum. iVillage had great backers, stellar team, got all the publicity. Where you guys were, it's a little bit more scrappy. I think that's the right word to describe it. And didn't raise a lot of money, yet we're able to build a business today that is still a great business. And as I was doing research, it sort of surprised me how many people who used to be at About have gone on to lead or start new companies. Why is that? Well, what do you attribute that reason to?
I remember specifically being dumb enough to tell Scott and Bill that I wanted to be a CEO. And they said, come here, we'll teach you how to be one. And I'm sure you had that conversation with other people. And it's, if to be the opportunity to come in and get as much responsibility, way too much responsibility, way too much accountability. It was uncomfortable because the light was on you every day, and get exposure to all the different parts of the business. There's CEOs in this room who ran to that opportunity to get that an MBA in the real world.
How about you, John?
I would say that Scott and Bill are amazing teachers, so I think working for them, I would totally echo that. I think Mark's hitting on something important, which is it didn't matter where you were in the organization, you were running your business, right? So it was on-the-job training to learn how to run something. I think Bill's point about recruiting great people, so only the people who made it in were people that had the capability to do lots of things. I think that test was really important. It was an environment that really rewarded results and people who could deliver great results, and that is what was created there.
Right. The negotiations for my job took 3 minutes.
Right.
When we got you at we stole you from Carol. She was pissed. So it may have taken 3 minutes with you. It took me a week with her.
How about you, Scott? What do you think, Bill?
I just think that
Bill doesn't believe in people, so
yeah. I didn't even know these people worked. I wouldn't hire them again. I think that's what our job is. So my reaction is my job is to work with people. So, and they're actually probably half again or double. So you only got about half, I bet, there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That are up there. And so, like I said, more than the IPO and all that stuff, for me, what I try to do is work with people so they can be successful. So to me, my reaction is that's what my job was, to do that.
Well, I think you guys sort of, the other example on the West Coast is like PayPal. There's a lot of people who used to be...
It's a mafia.
It's PayPal mafia,
exactly,
and these guys invest in other people's companies, they help each other out, and that's a group that has spawned or led to a lot of new companies. And what was interesting about them is that they went through a real crucible where they were fighting for survival and were able to pull it out. I think you guys went through the same sort of situation.
I think it was a combination of the fact that people inside saw how hard it is and that you could actually get to the other side. Because I think it was harder for us than a lot of other companies. I think it was the quality of the people as well that we brought in, because we had kind of that cultural imperative. I didn't get the chance.
What kind of people did you hire?
Well, it's interesting. I look at Gourmet's. We didn't get to pushback, and Scott Gourmet's won the pushback award at one of our Christmas parties when we were 600 on staff plus 700 guides. We were a big place, and Scott was the guy who would probably better than anybody tell me I was full of shit, and he would do it. He'd do it in a big crowd. He'd do it to me privately, whatever. And I wanted to reward that. And so I think that from a cultural standpoint, for people to be comfortable, that I was comfortable with people. Hey, listen, it's my company, so I want it to be as good as it can. I don't need the credit. Make it great, and I get the reward. So we wanted great people, and I wanted great people to say you're full of shit. We had Scuttlebutt, which was also a great trick. I remember sending Scuttlebutt emails on Saturday morning, and anybody who didn't answer by Saturday night, I knew wasn't really one of us, because you answer your fucking email on weekends. We gave everybody a laptop, take it home, or it won't be there on Monday. And Scuttlebutt is tell us what's going on, and I remember with great joy firing someone who was political. And it came back in Scuttlebutt. The beauty of Scuttlebutt is everybody gets to absolve themselves of rumor has it that such and such. When I saw rumor has it that so and so is political, firing her and letting everybody know that she got fired because she was political was really powerful for the company.